Alright. Well, for the moment, it looks like we might be continuing on. Leo Messi to PSG. Gotta play for the earn. You gotta earn the right to play for this team. Am I right? Training then. Let's get into this. Again, the first season, more about the recruits that we're gonna bring in. Although, I do think that we will have some dudes. Actually, if it's mentioned the starting 11 there, let me take a look at our team and see who we actually want to have playing in this first season. So, Booth is 29. Krumo's 25. Armstrong is 30. So, we'll base that off of overall more than anything, although that guy's 6'1", that dude's 6'2". Armstrong is a massive 6'6", so we'll get him in goal. On the defensive side of things, let me just make sure it doesn't have any defenders where they should not be. Get Butcher over there. We have a real lack of depth on defense, unfortunately. Campbell's 22, but he's kind of trash, so we'll get Massey in there. And that will pretty much be our defense. Boy, it's going to take a while to turn this team around. And then up front, really more in the midfield. We do have a lot of strikers, so a 2-striker set makes quite a bit of sense. We didn't have a ton of options in terms of wingers, just these two guys here. Obviously, a 2-striker formation with wingers can be a little bit difficult in terms of using anything else other than the 4-1-3-2. So that is what we will do. So, let's get Hodges out of there. Let's get you out of there. Crash, we love you. Digging holes and taking souls or whatever dumb shit he used to say. Lewis definitely has to be in. Langley and Morgan's Wilkinson there. In terms of the strikers, that looks better. We're going to want Hodges in the midfield over Foster. And I think we have a winner. McGrath is 25. That guy's 30. We'll go with the veteran next to Lewis. And I think we have a team. Although, God, I didn't notice these two wingers are absolute trash. Oh man, they're bad. Maybe we don't use them then. Maybe we don't use them. That's gonna be a bad time. Let's go with the 4-1-2-1-2. So get Burnett up top. Take Wilkinson out. We got Bradshaw at Cam, and we'll take Nichols out in this initial starting lineup. And we're good. This is what we got to start with. Again, the custom team options are pretty nice. You can just say, hey, give us a trash team. Lewis will, of course, be the captain. He will also be on pens. And he will be, I think, the primary focus, even though he's older. He'll pretty much be the primary focus. Although, to be honest, again, for this particular team, doesn't necessarily matter. It's good. You can't focus on the reserves as well if you want to. So Lewis, we are gonna try like hell to train him up. I don't know who else to train up. Let's just sim it. Let's just sim it. The problem is I haven't done any of the training sessions yet. At the start of every career mode, you have to do it at least once. And yeah, we haven't done that yet. We do get a transfer offer for Luke Massey, which we're going to reject. We're going to try to keep people on the team until we're able to fill out this team a little bit more. We might as well keep the depth options that we have. And Lulu, the future's exciting, and you're going to be here for all of it. 38 years old, a 42 overall, and he's going to be here. It is. Let's manage interruptions. Oh. Okay, I figured that's what it was. To be honest, training days, just bypass it. It's fine. We will sim our first ever game. It is in our preseason tournament. Let's be honest, we're not going to worry about it. We're really not going to worry about it, because why would we? I did mention this was quick sim, huh? Is there a difference between quick sim and instant sim? Because this is unfortunate. Just jump to the result, baby. And we didn't lose. So we got that going for us. We didn't lose. Promising. Very, very promising. It's not promising at all. It's going to be a bad season. Don't forget to use substitutes. I will. Don't worry. Oh, you got to hit update. Quick sim. I thought it was different side. Quick sim it. Hello, Warrior. How are you? And we lose 2-1. Walsall absolutely dominated us, which is perfectly fine. Goodness. All right. Let us march on. I mean, again, really the highlight for us will be once we have our first couple of scouting reports back. It'll take a little bit for us to get to where we want to be. Start having players that we care about and players that we're going to follow, aside from Lewis, because this team is... oh, this team is just trash, which is, of course, by design. So we get bounced from our preseason tournament. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Again, we get a transfer offer for one of our players. We will reject that. Small amount of tournament prize money, which again is not a very big deal. Feels good to be playing FIFA career mode again, man. I didn't really go back to it. As we have another transfer offer for Luke Massey. He is a popular player, and we are not going to bother. Another offer for Armstrong again. Just go ahead and drop that. And there we go. So we get our first few reports back. We will start off in Iceland, where there's a fucking great player, 75 to 94. Can't even pronounce his name, but he's only 5'10". I don't know what we officially set our height limit to, but like basic bitches on Tinder, you gotta be this tall to ride the ride. So Olafsson, I'm sorry, you're not signing here. There's also Hjalmar Anderson, who also looks like he could be promising, but unfortunately you're not tall enough. 6'4", it's a goalkeeper, Christopher Peterson, who has the most boring name of the bunch. But we got a goalkeeper that we could potentially train up, and then Mikael Olsen. God, Iceland was looking pretty good for us, but unfortunately, again, Olsen doesn't hit the height requirements. We go to Australia and start off with Luke Hopkins, who is trash and will not be signed. Ezra Oakley, who is also trash and will not be signed. We do get Alfie Bell, a 6'6" goalkeeper. Leon Coleman, a bit too short. Lewis Waller, also too short, and Nicholas Hyde is the short king at 5'8". And that brings us to Cameroon. 6'2", I believe, is what we agreed on to be the limit. It's 6'2" or 6'3". Abdoulaye Diaye, I think it would be. Might be able to be signed. Sané will be a no. Do you... Can I sign him, please? Come on, man. What a name. Abdou Loam will also be signed. Rogombe will not be signed. All right, so we got 3 dudes here. We'll call the height limit 6'2". You got to be at least 6'2" to join the team. So Diaye will be signed. He is hopefully a center back. That would be nice. Abdou is also looking half decent. And we have another goalkeeper in Jacques Karuma at 6'2", who we will also keep. So we have our first initial recruits within the academy. In terms of potential right now, it's 2 pretty solid goalkeepers, especially Karuma and Abdou Loam. You could argue signing this kid right now is the right decision and just immediately have him be our starter. I mean, he's a 59. It's not as if he's significantly worse than who else we have. I think Karoma should be signed pretty much out of the gates. He's also got a 5-star weak foot as a goalkeeper, which is fantastic. We're going to sign him. He's good enough to play for this team right now at 16. We are going to promote him to the senior team, and he will be our first choice goalkeeper. I mean, yeah, because we were rocking Armstrong as a 52. He is by far and away the best goalkeeper on this team right out of the gates. So that is our first real addition. Kuruma, welcome to the club. I mean, he's got a ways to go, obviously, but I mean, 6'2", 167, that's not that bad. Not the tallest boy in the world, but it's not like he's dreadfully short for a goalkeeper either. Aside from that, we do have to height check. And I hate to say it, but William Magnuson, who was the decent goalkeeper that was handed to us, we're going to cut ties. He doesn't hit the height. Well, actually, I mean, he could go. He could go up in height. We'll hold on to him. Peterson, again, was a 52. Loam's only a 50. Ugh. Magnuson, a 51. Dai is a 37. Hate to say it, but Gabriel is definitely out off of the height requirements. Bell at 6'6" can stay for the moment. I hate to say that Ferrari has to go, but he has to. And Scherer out of Switzerland is also going to go. So these are the boys. We have 3 goalkeepers right now. The only other guy we could sign is Loam just to get him into the first team. And honestly, I think we're going to do that. The other goalkeepers, obviously, we'll hold off on. And Dai, we can't... actually, we could sign a 15 now, but... What do you guys think? The non-goalkeepers. I think we just sign them right now and see what happens. Obviously, focus on them during training. But I think we go for it. Let's sign our 2 new recruits. No, okay, so 15, you still can't resign them. You still can't sign them. But the 17-year-old, even though he's only a 50, we'll bring him in. I thought normally with the 15-year-olds, it just blacked out being able to sign them, but apparently not. So yeah, we'll bring in Loam, who isn't a perfect fit for this team, I would say is the best way to describe it, but that's okay. As we will get Morgans into the midfield for Hodges, and then Hodges will take a seat for Loam. So we'll see what the youngster can do. I mean, it's 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, medium work rates, which, I don't know if he'll be a part of the long-term future for the team. Is U.S. soccer on the rise in terms of skill coming out of in popularity? The popularity is not what it was. It's getting better. But, I mean, the U.S. men's soccer team really did peak around the 2010 World Cup. The team is definitely getting better, thankfully. But they're still not quite there. Okay, so, in terms of the drill, we have a goalkeeper and we have a CDM. So I don't know if there's anything that I can do in terms of training up a goalkeeper, right? That's just a thing. It's just a thing that happens. So we are going to pretty much focus solely on the defense. I imagine we have stopped the wall up already. We do. I wish I could clear what drills are there. But we are going to focus on getting the defense up. And take it from there. So, I mean, stop the wall is the one-on-one challenge, and in the way is interceptions. There's outright interceptor as well. Let's get in the way in there. And I don't really care who else takes part, so long as Loam is there. Should I want to proceed with the current training session? Sure. In the way, stop the wall, and then hot potato. We can change out. We want to make sure he still gets some stamina in there as well. I don't know if it works the same way, where you're going to want like path to goal to get there. But as a CDM, at the very least, I think we're going to try to get up past the goal here as well. And, yeah, go ahead and be good to go on that. So in terms of in the way, again, we're actually going to have to play these. Change players. We want to make sure that Loam gets into the mix. We'll take Yassine out of there. Get Loam into the mix. Just realized my mistake. What I was doing there. Am I allowed to train up multiple players in the same deal? I am not. Cool. Well, screw it then. Let's go for Stop the Wall. We'll go ahead and play that, see if I can get a half-decent grade on it. I'm going to play NBA, Madden, or NHL. None of them tonight. Yeah, boy! None of them tonight. NBA and Madden were not quite done, and I can't play NHL yet because it's not out. It's a horrible thing. All right. Oh my God. You know, I thought he might actually tackle. He didn't. Hey, there we go. We got to stop. Look at that. And the boys go. Slide tackle. There we go. Attaboy low. You're 50 overall. Everything's going to be okay. We got an A. We'll take that. We got an A. We'll take it. We'll simulate the rest. So now every time we simulate that drill, it'll be an A. And Loam will get the best boost there possible, which is very, very nice. Karuma, what's up? Thank you for giving me a chance in the starting lineup. I'm impressed. Jocks, I'm impressed. You're going to do just fine. We will quick sim that training away until we can get, somebody else on the roster to actually do anything training-wise. Seeing as we only have 2 players on roster, honestly, I'm going to skip the press conference here because they really, I'm sure they're kind of as pointless as they were last year. Maybe we'll be a little bit more hands-on. Seeing as we only have 2 players that are scouted, again, this first season's kind of just a wash. We're going to sim through the vast majority of it. And we actually won our first game. A 6-save clean sheet, by the way, for the rookie in his debut. As Lewis gets a goal, the game winner, and Langley scored as well. So that's a hell of a way to start a career. We immediately sign him out of the youth academy, and he gets a clean sheet in his first game. That's hilarious. Campbell wants to play in the next game. And sure, we'll put Eddie Campbell in there. Again, we have to, we do kind of have to make sure we keep the team as happy as we can for this season. I can't afford to have our grade drop too far. I guess that's the one thing they still haven't added is the ability to turn off being fired, which would be very nice to not have to worry about that. It's probably my biggest complaint, and we lose 2-0. Okay, well, no back-to-back clean sheets. That's okay. We're going to the Prem in about 6 years. In about 6 years. Campbell, you did let me down. You did. Keep working hard, buddy. League 2, League 2. It made sense to go with the traditional, typical build-up from League 2. It made sense. Give the team time, even though we have these height requirements. We'll quick sim training again. Why not? Arsenal signed somebody. Poor guy. His career's going to die. Salford. Matip leaves, I believe, for Lazio. That would break my heart. We'll go ahead and quick sim this match as well against Salford. I mean, Endo, whenever people want to play, I'm down to play at this point. It's fine by me as we go another game without scoring a goal. That's going to be a theme unless we get a big-ass striker. We need a big-ass striker. Although, really quickly, now that I think about it, with Karuma. So, again, you can't edit... It's a shame that you can't edit goalkeeper kits, apparently. It just does what it's going to do. So, Jacques Karuma. Honestly, we will just build him up as a balanced keeper. There's no reason really to focus on one thing over the other. But this was the one thing that I forgot to do, and that's going over to Loam and seeing what we can do with him. Give him a block offers for him. He's going nowhere no time soon. But the dev plan for him. Ambient, it's all good, man. Game's not for you, it's not for you. 70 pace isn't that bad out of the gates. We could change him to a right back or a left back. I mean, he's left-footed, so we could change him to a left back. We could change him to the wing as well. I mean, to be honest, he's a CDM, but he has 38 defending. His better stats are pace, passing, and dribbling. Put this guy on the wing, right? It's not really worth trying to train him up as a left back or a CDM. That's just not him. If he could shoot, I'd say put him at striker. But I mean, he is either a cam or he's a winger. And the thing is, I think I'd rather have him on the wing than at cam because he cannot shoot. Like, he simply can't. I mean, 3-star, medium work rates as well. People are shouting cam. I mean, we can go for it and then always move him over if need be. Fine, we'll work on changing him over to cam. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. That works. But yeah, he is definitely not a CDM. And to look at him then here. Again, it's still a shame that you can't edit most of the stuff here. Like, you know, you're kind of resigned to PC if you want to do anything like that. But I mean, again, you don't even have a randomized option. Basically, I just wanna get rid of the boots. Like, give this man some better boots. That's all I'm asking. Give him those. Those look good. That works. Alright, and it is Hartlepool. Hartlepool. We'll sim this match as well. So yeah, we'll see how quickly Loam can make his way from CDM to cam. We do win 2-1. You've seen McGrath, so that's not bad. I mean, we're not getting crushed every single game despite being a half-star team to start. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. And we are getting very close again to having our second recruitment options, which is what I was hoping for. Again, that's really the highlight of this season, is how quickly can we get players onto the team. And I mean, the draw's not that bad. I mean, obviously, you know, not happy about the clean sheet on both sides. It's all good. We do have a 91 manager rating as well, so right now I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think we're going to be in danger, really. Oh my god, Jacques has these horrific orange gloves, too. I do agree with the idea of moving over and looking at Mr. Kuruma here. Again, 6'2". Alright. Well, oh, that's good. It still says placeholder. Good job, EA. I mean, the boots are fine, whatever. But you gotta change the gloves, man. You gotta change the gloves. You gotta do it. There's nothing that has a good amount of purple, but we can't be having that. We can't be having that. This is our final game before the transfer window closes. Again, we're not really going to take part in that at all. Go up to Quick Sim again against Oldham Yanep. What's happening? And it's a 2-all draw. Again, hey, points. Sweet, beautiful points. I will take as many as we can get this season. We have a 92 rating as a result, which is great. I mean, the goal is just don't get shit canned. Leon Goretzka is the biggest move. He's on his way to Madrid. Mahrez from City to Madrid as well. And Marino to PSG. Very nice. Nope. We are not purchasing anybody. As Azpilicueta goes to Real Madrid. Apparently. Let's see what else happens. The tallest player in FIFA. No. I bet you would want that guy, but no. He's the tallest. But if he has a good potential, then absolutely not. Liverpool brought in Bonucci to replace Matip. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Problem is, if you sign one dude, Chucky Lozano on his way to Man City. The transfers are great already. The transfers are great already. Team's just going fucking nuts. I really should have turned off the window for season 1. He's a 65. Way too good. He probably won't even sign for a League 2 team as a 65. All right. So, didn't mean to go to development. That's okay. What I wanted to do... Goalkeeper, we already have a goalkeeper better than him then. Let us take a look at the report. So again, we start off in Iceland with poor Bjorn Fjellstad. Fuck. We can sign him though. He's tall enough. Again, it is 6'2" or over. Poor Bjorn Fjellstad. Sign him up. We also get Thomas Schiving, another goalkeeper. I have a feeling that's going to be a trend. Halmar Peterson, another goalkeeper. Fuck. Ulfor Wajia. We can't sign him. He's only 6'1". And 5'10" small boy and Stein Stefansson. We're going to have to stop scouting generic and make sure we don't scout goalkeepers at this point. Although Hamadou Diakate, 6'3", out of Cameroon. Sign him up. Mamadou Sane is a no. Moussa Sarr is also a no, as is Amadou Mbo. He is also a no. So Cameroon, we got one decent guy. And Mr. Lawton in Australia, Aiden Evans, very small boy, short king. Rory Hayward, also a short king. Zach Norton, short king. And I don't think we've signed a single Australian yet. Oh, Frank. Ah, Frank, the Australian wanted us to scout Australia, and we haven't signed a single one. It's beautiful. Again, we do have Magnuson, who I was hoping would grow an inch, but to be honest, I'm just going to cut him. And you're right, I actually did just sign Aiden Evans, which is fine. We can just get rid of him. Oh, God. All right, so this is the current academy, the Ministry Academy of Goalkeepers. Where we had Alfie Bell by default. Actually, we did sign Alfie Bell, but I hate to tell you, he's getting shit canned. Unless I can move him into like a center back. Which you can't. Oh, he is just tragic. So I'm sorry, but Alfie Bell, I think we can officially say, is on his way out. Fjellstad is nuts. Holy shit. He's a 68 out of the gates. Uh-huh. Wow. I think we have to sign that guy already. He has to be our new number 1. The other guy is like a 58 or whatever. Poor Bjorn. Come on down. We have a new keeper. Aside from that, again, we still can't sign him. But Diakate, we can sign the 6'3" Cameroonian. Sell him and keep the guy we have. I mean, you know, we'll see. Loans might be an option. We're going to sign Diakate as well. Just to, you know, start to get people onto the team that can actually benefit from the playing time. The only thing I want to take a look at is this dude here, who is just tragically bad. All he has is pace. That's it. So honestly, we might as well just let him train up as a center back, because who cares? Although, you could also say put him in a position where he could make use of that pace, or just kind of craft him into whatever we don't have. Because that's kind of what we're stuck with, is crafting him into what we don't have. Like, I agree, I mean, his best, ratings right now are passing, dribbling, and pace, but everything else is just tragic. Honestly, he's right-footed. I'm going to train him up as a right wing for now, and we'll see what happens, but I don't think he's going to be a long-term center back for us. And center back really is a position where we shouldn't have difficulty finding the tall man. Again, Kuruma, I hate to say it, but he's already kind of hit the point of what the hell are we going to do with this kid. I think we do have to add him to the loan list, which means officially Ben Armstrong we can transfer list, Nkrumah we can transfer list, and Ryan Booth we can transfer list. Potential to be special. We just found, congratulations to whoever said Scout Iceland, because you immediately found our franchise goalkeeper. He's going to be the goalkeeper for like this entire series. It would be improbable to find somebody better. I mean, he's 6'4", 4-star weak foot. Like, he's the guy. Flat out, he's the guy. So buy your Fjellstead jerseys, because goddamn, he's a hell of a player. And then aside from him, of course, we know Loam is currently trying to be moved over to Cam. And then we have Diakate. And we got to look at what he's good at here. And honestly, he should stay probably as a center back, to be honest. I mean, he's a CDM, but he's not very good on the ball. I think moving him to center back is a pretty wise move, at least for now. And then again, we can move people around a little bit more, but we're going to try to move Diakate over to center back. That would help quite a bit. Again, I still can't believe they don't have the ability to like randomly generate different looks for people. Diakate. Only thing I want to do is get rid of the generic boots. The generic boots on Diakate. Everything else can stay, but we gotta do something about that. There, just anything other than that generic shit. Swetzo, what is going on, man? Good to see you. So, Diakate needs to get into the team. Fjellstead is going to be the starter now for obvious reasons. He's unbelievable. Kuroma was very happy. He's not anymore. Or at least he won't be for long. And for the moment, we will treat... We'll treat Diakate as a midfielder until his official progression works. Let's get Morgan's over there, Diakate and Loam. Swap out. And we're good. We're good. So that is still the team for the moment. Works for me, man. Works for me. Let's keep going. I at least want to see, although training as well we have to hit up here. So now that we know that Loam is going to be changed to a Cam. Most important thing we could do for him first and foremost is a dribbling drill. Easily. Let's remove those players there. So it's going to be Loam. It's going to be Diakate. We're allowed 5 players. So Loam, Diakate, obviously Lewis. And for the hell of it, let's give it to our left back and right back until we actually have somebody that's better. So those will be the 5 that we focus on there. And from there, We have the dude that we're turning into a centre-back. Which is Diakate. I accidentally added him into the other drill. We'll add him into that one. Let's get McGrath and Bradshaw out of that because they don't need that at all. And those are the only two that we need to do. So again, Loam, who's converted into a cam. Diakate is good. The only guys that we've signed are goalkeepers. So let's get this challenge done. Hopefully get a good, decent little grade here. All right, to Loam. Oh my God, he's just tripping over himself, man. Just tripping over himself if you try to actually dribble with the ball. Oh, come on, Loam. He tried. Come on, Bennett. Coco, what's going on? Hey, that works. Coco, have the stream go, buddy. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Lewis with pace to burn. And a finish. Yassine. Danger of losing the ball. He can dribble. He's a man. He can shoot. He can hit the bar. Pepsi, what's up, Red as well? Big fake shot from Butcher. Oh, Butcher. Come on. AW is fun. That was fun. Fair enough. AW did have a really good show tonight. Whoop. Whoop. And Yahtzee. Oh my God, what a horrible shot. We still got an A though. Beautiful. So now we got those 2 automatic A's. We can sim the drills and know that we're going to get a good result. So things are still looking good. Our slow and steady build up. We got guys being apparently happy that we're going to make things happen. Karuma, you've got a future here, buddy. Don't worry. Armstrong, I'm glad we agree. Booth, I'm glad we agree. I'm glad we agree. You guys can all go. We don't need you. So our 3rd month now at the helm of this team. Take on Colchester. Let's see what Fjellstead can do in goal. Has a lot to live up to. The last guy to debut in goal had a clean sheet, and he does the same. Judging by the stats, we were a little bit unlucky to not win that game. That's alright, though. We'll do plenty of winning in the future. I hope. This team could end up being a massive disappointment, let's be honest. We do get a transfer offer for Ben Armstrong, one of the goalkeepers that we're trying to get rid of. And we'll just accept it. Again, we took a little bit of money to make sure that money wasn't really a problem. That way, we don't have to lose any players that, people would like us to keep. The crewman can also go. It's more of just a matter of making sure that these dudes are out the door come January. We play Stevenage, the battle of 7 and 8. And it's another draw. Oh boy, I gotta look at our record in the league right now because I don't think it's that great. 2 wins, 4 draws, and a loss. 7 goals for in that time. The development of Loam is complete. He is now a cam. And we'll make that official. So the best thing to arguably do right now, let's get that weak foot up there. It'll only take 3 weeks. If they make any significant changes. I mean, I haven't honestly really noticed anything too much in regards to changes with the team. I really haven't. There we go. Loam is now up at cam. Diakate will be a center back very soon. And yeah, cam should fit Loam a little bit better than... God, he was a CDM to start, right? Both of our midfielders were. So we got a Karuma option. Okay, we already chain pull him over. Loan to buy. That is definitely out. Not interested in selling him immediately. So Armstrong will officially be gone in January. Which is very nice. Very nice indeed. Loan with an option to buy. Again, you can eat pants. And Ben Armstrong is looking okay. Simulate those yet again. Apparently best grade for past the target didn't save. Or did we not go through? We didn't go through past the target. That's weird. The Diakate developments is done as well. So he'll now be a center back. He already has high defensive work rate. Let's get that weak foot up there. But he's now a 56 overall center back. And he will replace... I'm going to go with Coleman. That way we get Hodges into the midfield. So yeah, I feel bad for Karoma, but there's nothing we can do. Fjellsted's just... It's too damn good, man. It's too damn good. I didn't think we'd end up with an Icelandic goalkeeper, but that's what's happened. There's the Karoma can go. Coleman can play CDM. Yeah, I'm not too worried about changing him over. He'll adapt to the position fairly quickly, I'd imagine. So our next game here, a 1-1 draw against Exeter. We draw every game we play. Or at least that's what it feels like. Every time. I'm gonna laugh at it every time. It's the dumbest, and I love it. I didn't really know what we were gonna do on FIFA heading into the new game in terms of a career mode. However, I do know that we've made the right choices. We have made the right choices. This is gonna be fun. As we also draw Carlisle with Lewis getting the goal. This is why you just let memes develop themselves. So what's going on? Who's mad? Massey. Yeah, at some point in the future, buddy. Alright, so we are nearly to our final options here. Pyro, I'm gonna call out whether or not you are still here. Good afternoon, Mr. Undertaker. Again, I wish I could rename him to Mark Undertaker. But it was too late. Alright, Pyro, cool. Like I said, hit me up after the, or at some point so we can make sure I can do that. Because I'm going to have to do that raffle thing a lot. But we are almost ready. Working on the panel, fantastic. I'm almost ready to draw 3 more names, though. Get another loan offer for Karuma that we'll ignore. So we have our final scouting report from Iceland. We start off with Jon Hjaltalín, who unfortunately does not hit our height requirement of 6'2" or taller. We also get Bjarki Moller, who is fantastic, but he's only 5'9". Mikael Olafsson, who's also 5'9", and Sigbjorn Eldjarn, who is not available. So Iceland, it handed us a generational goalkeeper. That's about it. Our next one is Australia, which has been rough. And again, it is TugiBot in chat if you want a chance to select where we're scouting next over the next 3 months. Leo Chapman is 5'8". He will not work. Theo Joyce also won't work. Jaden Welsh. What is up with every Australian being super short? Ethan Middleton won't work. We finally got another one. It's another goalkeeper, Edward Locke, who is certainly not a lock to make the team, and Will Lawson. So Australia was a bust for us. And we go to our final report from Cameroon, Pape Sambu, who will not work out for us. Kalidou Koli, who we will sign. We're definitely going to stop searching for... We're going to make sure we don't find any more goalkeepers because this has been brutal. Oh my god. Saladou C, I'm guessing it is. At 6'1", not available. Babakar Sila, I'm guessing. Not available. Jacques Sané. Please be a center back. He's 6'6". The potential is trash, but I'll take a 6'6" center back. And then Cheku Sabali, also not available. So we get a Tallman. We got a big old Tallman. Just double checking heights, everyone qualifies. So Sane is 6'6" as a CDM. Horrible potential, horrible overall, but we're keeping him. No doubt. We are keeping him. What makes sense for him to be? So he can't defend worth a damn. But he does have decent pace, decent passing and dribbling, and decent physical. He has better shooting than defending. 66 pace. Oh, where the hell do we train him up? He's got the pace, he's got the passing, he's got the dribbling. I mean, it would take a long time for the defending to train up. People are calling for an outright center mid or a striker. Only reason I'm hesitant about center mid is the defending. I do agree. I feel like I'd be more comfortable having him on the right wing. He's 6'6". And again, just because we train him up in one spot doesn't mean we couldn't move him later. Again, I prefer my wingers to be on the side of their preferred foot. I'm going to go winger for the moment. We are also, just for the hell of it, immediately going to sign him because beggars can't be choosers. Again, Abdoulaye is also being changed over. And then it's just nothing but goalkeepers, man. So unfortunately, Sheeving is out. That's just not going to cut it. I mean, Peterson looks fantastic. He'll probably be the other keeper that we signed, so I hate to say it, but Edward Locke out of Australia. We had a horrible time in scouting Aussies. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. So before we start looking elsewhere, we need to get Sane into the team. And to do that, let's make this change here. Polly, what's going on? I hate to say it, but Hodges will be out for Sane. So it is Diakate, now it's center back, Sane, and Loam. Was it all Cameroonians that have made this team so far? At least that aren't goalkeepers. I think it was, yeah. So shout out to the Cameroonian call, because it's worked. We at least have players joining the team, which is a decent positive here. So again, Diakate, we've blocked offers. And Jacques Sané as well is good to go. Sweet. So with that, Pyro, let's draw 3 names here and figure out who is deciding as to where we scout next. And to be honest, as it's going to be, let's re-roll on Frank. He doesn't get a second chance. It's Ender, Mo, and somebody else. At least not going back-to-back. It's T-Cage. It's T-Cage. So Frank will be available next time. We're not going to allow back-to-backs, but he'll be allowed to pick after that. So Ender, Mo, and T-Cage. You just kind of saw what the team looks like. Ender's calling for the Netherlands. Here's the thing. I will allow that. Here's the deal. Technically gifted. Winger. Physically strong. Playmaker. Attacker. Defensive-minded. You got to pick one of those as well, because scouting any is giving us way too many goalkeepers again. So I want the country you want to scout. Ender wants Dutch and physically strong. You got it. You got it. T-Cage and Dirty Bird Mo. I need a country and one of those prerequisites if you are here. If only you could choose Tall Boy as an option, right? Again, calling out Dirty Bird Mo and T-Cage. Are you here? Are you ready to rock? If not, we will redraw, and I will never forgive you. All right, Mo wants Swedish and defensive-minded. We will find ourselves the Nick Lidstrom of football. And that brings up T-Cage. Physically strong Dutchman. Defensive-minded Swedes. T-Cage, are you here? Last call. Otherwise, Pyro, we're going to need another redraw there if you don't mind. Is T-Cage here? Alright, Pyro. If you can, DM me what I need to, like the login info again and where I got to go to do that. Because otherwise I'm going to have to scroll back to a lot of old messages. Oh boy, Pyro, if you could also redraw a name, thank you. Blue Husky. Blue Husky, are you here? And are you ready with a choice? With a pick, a choice. Find us a winner. This 6-2 or better team. Did TKJ answer? He did. He went Canada defensive-minded. I'm going to give Blue Husky 10 seconds to answer. He said Italian wingers. All right. Well, chat, we're putting it up to a poll. We're putting it up to a poll. We are either going Canadian and defensive or Italian and wingers. I'm going to leave it up to the chat between the two. That we're a little bit late. Let's see who does it. We'll let the chat decide between your two choices. Let's be honest, I expect Canada to win. I expect Canada to win. And it looks like chat is going to side with T-Cage. Although maybe they're going to side with Husky. Should have done who gets it. Late dude versus chat on time. It's actually a closer vote than I would have thought. Again, either Canadian defensive options or Italian wingers. We're still basing it off of height for the memes. Because damn it, we're the Undertaker. We're in the land of giants. Damn it. 17 all. Of course, that's what it would be. I voted winger just to make it closer. Yeah, that's what people do. Italy is getting there. We might have to say first to 20. It's super close because, of course, it is. Well, here. I'm going to go to wheel decide. Because if it ends up being a tie vote, then we just send it to the wheel. That's how it works. That's how it works. I've been through the ringer before. I know the games that chat plays to try to make it tied all the time so that we don't do anything. We got about 45 seconds left on the vote. It's 20-18 in favor of Italy, but I got the wheel ready just in case. Jackson Phillips, are you going to Canada or are you going to Italy? How cruel is it that Simone Parisis won't be going to Italy? He'll be going to the Netherlands, but we don't need any of that bias. But we might be able to find ourselves a guy named Ferrari, which is great. A 1 vote difference, now a 2 vote difference in favor of Italy. Will it be Italy? Das Boots. We'll go to Germany instead. 21-20. And Italy wins by a 1 vote. T-Cage, I'm sorry. You lose. Good day, sir. We're going to look for Italian wingers and hopefully the tall boys. I don't like our chances of that actually being the case. But that's what we're going for. That is what we're going for. So again, we have some people. We have some people in the team. It's a beautiful thing. The team will hopefully keep getting better, and hopefully by the end of this season, we can at least play a game with a lineup filled up mostly of our players. But aside from Fjellstead, I mean, there's really nobody here where I'm like, yes, this is the guy full time, you know? So we'll see what happens. Manager of the month, this old man.